Hello lovelies, Nightshade here, and I'm back with another video. In this video, we will be covering the nail salon. I know that it's been out for about a week already, but personally, I had never traversed this world in the Chinese server. There wasn't really much of a translation that I could use so I could understand what was going on, so I was never really able to grasp the concept. Now that I've actually played around with the feature, I can share with you what exactly to do, what to avoid doing, and how exactly each feature works. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So as always, we're starting off in our home screen. We're clicking on Design Center and we're jumping right into Nail Studio. This is our home screen. I'll go ahead and cover each of the tabs separately, starting from what I feel is the easiest to grasp and working our way up to the more intricate contents. Let's start off by going to DIY. You can customize your own special nail set. These are sets that you can save to use with your different avatars' looks. If you click on the arrow next to your nail set's name, you will have a drop-down menu pop up. This drop-down menu gives you the option to save 5 additional sets, excluding the one that you currently have. Note that all these sets are actually available only if you do own both a privilege card and a gem card. If you only own a gem card, you will have 2 additional sets. If you only own a privilege card, you will have 3 additional sets. As well, another question that I've noticed a lot is how do you customize each individual nail when you are selecting your sets? You can choose to wear one of the pre-selected sets that is already available. However, if you do want to customize your own, simply tap on whichever nail of your choosing and you'll see how automatically you get to customize this one nail. If we return to hands, you can continue doing the same with different nails. Now let's go ahead and jump on over to Procure. Under Procure, we have 2 tabs, Materials and Helz Choice. In Materials, this is where we can actually exchange our fashion ticket for different supplies. In order to obtain more fashion tickets, they are available via leveling up your salon and by the Salon Weekly Rating Pack, which I will cover once we get to that portion. The different items that can be exchanged are actual nail art sets, matte packs, which, by the way, in the event that many of you are confused, matte is actually materials. I simply say matte since that is the terminology I use and have used for a very long time due to playing other games. These matte packs are actually very important as they help in your nail art research. In game terms, so you can understand what they are for and what they are like, they are basically like memory echoes for reflections. You do need a certain amount of each of these materials in order to upgrade your nail art sets. We also have Heart Balm, which is the currency needed for nail art research, Certificate of Time, which is a certificate that you can use in order to get nail art designs from the past. We still have yet to get to that point in the game, but this comes in handy for later on. And star tickets, of course. Star tickets are what you use to pull in the pavilions. Now, moving on to the second tab, which is Helz Choice. This is, of course, you might already be familiar with it, the pavilion itself. I currently have 75 out of 86 items. I'm basically mainly missing the UR stuff because those are extremely rare drops. If we take a look at the drop rates, for UR it is 8%, which is actually a lot better than our regular pavilions, but still it's, a little bit up there. I actually have had a lot of luck with the pavilion itself, and I'm extremely fortunate. I am aiming to collect the black set itself, but I also really love the cloud one. I believe it's from Yishao, if I'm not mistaken. So since I do have 10 tickets, let's go ahead and pull and see if I get anything new while we're already here, just for funsies. I do love the animation for this pavilion pull. It is so awesome, because it actually makes you take off the sticker. So let's put skip, and I got nothing new, of course. But this is actually the segue to what one of our next topics is going to be, and that's going to be nail research. Anytime that you get a dupe, those dupes are extremely important for nail research. With our last topic paving the way, let's go ahead and head on over to nail art research. One thing that I do want to point out though is that anytime that you do have something to research, you will have a red exclamation mark as a notification. However, since I had previously recorded this, that's not displayed currently, so don't let that throw you off. Right away, you are met with recommended research options and regular research. Go ahead and click on recommended research, and this basically means that you have already unlocked the full set. Therefore, you have to actually go and manually click on everything in order to obtain it. When you unlock the full set, you are unlocking only the main components, meaning the nail polish and all the stickers. However, whatever is on the right side, those are variants. These variants are the same stickers from the main set, simply recolored. So that just means that it's going to be a different nail polish color and different stickers. Think of this as awakening a reflection. However, in order to do this, you will need wish coins, heart bombs, and mats. For the SR designs, you only need wish coins. As the tiers go up, such as SSR or UR, you will need mats in order to unlock the item. For this nail polish that I want with all my being, I do need 3 of the Destiny cards materials. Basically meaning that from the pavilion, I would have to get 3 duplicates from this set Destiny cards so I can unlock this one item. However, there is a catch. You can't just pick whichever one you want. From your main category, you do have to have the 2 main components that then turn into the sub-bracket. I know it's rather confusing, but look at the image itself. You can see that the black glitter nail polish and the opalescent polish then turn into the oil slick looking nail polish and in turn the jester, meaning that you do need those 2 first nail polishes I mentioned before you were actually able to unlock the oil slick nail polish. Now, as you can see, what I was demonstrating previously is displayed here. I have 2 of the main brackets unlocked, and now I can actually upgrade to get this new sticker. It requires 3 materials, and there you go, I have obtained it. I feel like visually it's a lot easier to understand where someone is coming from, whereas to actually reading a text or somebody trying to explain without audio and images at the same time. At least for me, since I am a visual learner. So I do hope this actually helps clear up some questions that you might have had. And finally, let's go ahead and head to Salon. When you first log into Nail Salon, you will get a sign asking you if you want to open up already or if you want to hire staff. I, of course, have already started my day, so I already have my first customer. You can choose to welcome them in and start their appointment right away, or you can choose to select later and just go back to it at another time. For this particular appointment, the budget is $670. The budget is really important, as if you go over budget, you won't get enough hearts, meaning your customer will be upset. The more hearts you get, the better the rewards that you will receive. So we are done with our last customer, and immediately we already have someone else ready to come in. However, notice at the top where my nail salon name is at and its level, there's an exclamation mark. That means that I am ready to level up my salon. If I would take this appointment, I would get wish coins amongst other currency in return. Whatever I get from this customer would actually not be utilized in my next salon level, so I would have to level up right now. Do this always before taking another customer if you see that exclamation mark. We have received a new shape of nail and our currencies given. So I'm going to go ahead and click later on him. And what do you know? We have a VIP customer. For VIP customers, it automatically tells us what we will be getting in return if they are impressed with our work. We get 5 fashion tickets, 4 heart bombs, 14,200 wish coins, which is a lot, and a new design pattern. However, the design pattern is only available if you do get a perfect review. You want to do VIP customers before anyone else, as the rewards are maximum. For video purposes, I will be clicking later. If you stuck through the in-game tutorial, you will know how to be able to call VIP clients back in the event that you weren't able to take their appointment at that time. That's what I'm going to go ahead and show you next. As you can see, I clicked on later and it automatically redirected me to the cell phone. This cell phone shows me all my contacts. The button is blue because that means I can call her back and let her know that I'm ready to take her in for her design. One thing that I did forget to mention though is that if you don't take your VIP client's appointment before 5, you will lose it. Mainly because the salon itself does close from 4 to 5 p.m. It does reopen, but obviously at that point, they weren't going to wait for you to just reopen so they can go get their nails done. They were going to go somewhere else. Unloyal as I swear. I mean, I'm just saying because personally, like, obviously I have a nail tech that I go to all the time and I like how she does my nails. I'm not going to go to somebody else if I don't know their work unless it's actually like something very special and I'm in a rush. However, that's just for people that constantly get their nails done, which I'm assuming we're going to be seeing them a lot. So obviously that means that they trust us. So why would you go to anybody else? Anyways, tangent aside. One other thing that I did notice, for every minute that passes, your register auto-generates coins. These coins are dependent on your salon level. For example, my current limit is 37. For every minute that passes in real time, you get 37 coins in return. I would like to point out that not everyone will have 37 wish coins per minute. This is dependent on your salon level. If I do the math for myself, for every hour, I do gain 2,200 coins. Go ahead and do this yourselves with the amount of coins that you're gaining per minute. Simply multiply that times 60 and you will see your total. So, what is Momo's Beckoning? Momo's Beckoning is basically a way to get extra customers. By simply clicking a button, you will be able to automatically get a 5-star rating from a customer. Mind you, this excludes your total customer limit. So, if your limit is 5 customers per day, you're adding 1 more due to Momo's Beckoning. That's 6. If you choose to pay 20 diamonds, you can get an additional customer 5-star rating, totaling that to 7 daily. As for weekly rating pack, this is basically a dailies type of reward center. By simply taking your customers' appointments and getting 5 hearts in every single one of them, you will be able to gain 120 hearts total, then allowing you to unlock rewards for each tier. As you can see, the brackets goes from 2, 4, 6, 90, and 120. So, what's so special about hitting Salon Level 9? Well, for starters, we're gonna go ahead and get Square Long, which is a new size for nails. Right off the bat, you will get a new VIP customer and she will award you with a new nail art design if you do everything perfectly. Additionally, you may notice that at the start of a new day, you will finally be able to press that blue button that says Hire Staff. This feature is incredibly crucial to people like me who go to work, for others that have children or go to school. Since you don't actually have to be glued to your device, you can have someone doing the work for you. You can choose to hire for free, however, this only gets you 3 to 5 stars, and the revenue that you receive for doing the nails is only 80 to 90%, and that's not guaranteed. Whereas if you pay 20,000 gold, you are guaranteed a 5 heart rating, and the revenue you receive will be 90 to 100%. Do keep in mind though that you still have to go in and claim your rewards from what your staff member collected. However, you don't have to constantly be coming back to check, which is honestly fantastic. So now that you've learned all that there is to learn, let's go ahead and cover some pro tips. Pro tip number 1, always make sure to maximize your revenue. If you have a customer coming in and you just slap on a regular nail set, that's only going to be around $200 to $300 when their budget in all actuality is over $600. So instead of getting paid 600 gold, you're only going to get half because you took the easy way out. So slap on as many stickers as possible, as many ornaments, and make sure you get your money's worth. Pro tip number 2, always make sure to collect the money from your register player as often as possible. Why, you might ask? Well, remember, you do have a max amount of money that can be stored in that register. If you hit your max, you will no longer be able to collect wish coins. For example, let's say I last logged on at 5 p.m. I didn't get back on until 10 p.m. That's 5 hours. I normally collect 37 coins per every minute. If I translate that to an hour, that's 2,220 coins. If I multiply that by 5 hours, I'm looking at over 11,000 coins or more, because obviously I can't math, that I didn't collect. So try to collect them as often as you can. Pro tip number 3. Get to VIP customers as soon as possible. Why? Because they give you the most rewards. Not only that, but they are giving you additional free designs that you can later use for other customers that might help you get more revenue if it is for the tags that they are currently asking for. Pro tip number 4. Do not go crazy pulling in the pavilions. I know that it seems like the most ideal thing to do so that you can gain every set possible, but the way that this works is unlike the makeup. While makeup encompasses your overall score and you don't actually have to equip it in battles, nails are different. For your nails, you will only use the set that has the highest competence. You know how I'm always comparing one thing to another? Well, I'm comparing this to reflections. We all have a reflection for one specific attribute that we use all the time because it is the most powerful. Your nail sets are the same exact thing. You will use one for the gold attribute, for the purple attribute, for the pink, blue, and damn, I forgot the other color. But anyways, yeah, you're gonna use one for each attribute. So what you're going to want to do is focus on sets that are easily obtainable for you. You, as the player of your own game, know how much you can spend if you are a paying player. Know how much you can save if you are a free-to-play player. And if you casually spend every now and then, you know what you will be able to obtain regardless. Plan ahead. I know that it is frustrating to try to save, and I know it gets overwhelming, but trust me on this. You don't want to just start pulling like crazy in the pavilion because you want all these item pieces, because it is RNG based. Remember, it is a gacha game. You are not guaranteed to get a full set in X amount of drops in early stages, unless you are wailing hard, because as you can see, I still have several pieces that I myself have yet to obtain. Make sure you stick to one set and focus on leveling that one set up before you move on to others. Like I said, unless you are actually spending money on the salon, then go crazy. And there you have it, guys. That's it for today's video. We currently are sitting at 671 subscribers at the moment that I am recording this, which is just amazing to me because not so long ago we barely celebrated reaching 600 subscribers. Honestly, I want to thank all of y'all from the bottom of my heart because, of course, I always say this and I sound like a broken record player, but I wouldn't be here without y'all. Like, I literally make content for you, and the only reason I keep doing it is because you guys show me so much love and you deserve to be able to play this game to the best of your abilities. So yeah, as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!